What I always look for is authenticity. Is the story truly captivating? Is it a page turner? Is the director a visionary? Does he have a vision for the script? Is he someone that I could see myself working with for weeks or months on end? And is this project going to be a challenge for us? Are we going to be going that extra mile that we haven't had to go to before? I think with A Monkey's Paw, we found what I always look for to make ourselves better as a production team, which is a true, authentic challenge.
I get a kick out of hearing what people pull from my writing and that interplay afterward of like response, change, adapt, respond, and up until the point to where this thing starts getting built that nobody truly anticipates. Nobody knows how it's going to turn out, but it does. And that's another really cool part of it.
Is it truly a captivating script? Before I even picked it up, I honestly did not think it would live up to the insurmountable hype that everyone gave to me. Everyone was just so enamored with the story and the script. Even my producer David gave me a call and he said, look, you got to read the script because it's amazing. And the moment I started turning those pages, I just started brainstorming. I started thinking up ways to do certain parts of the script, started thinking up ways of making this vision come to life. And I just knew, I don't want to tell you too much about the script, but I knew when I read it that I absolutely loved it.
So collaboration's at the center of every project, and I'm happy to say that I'm excited to work with the people that I'm currently working with right now. Whenever I first told them, Calvin and David, about the stuff I had in mind, they both had so much to offer. David's already got the world on his shoulders all the time. The worlds of like everybody who's involved in this, and everything that we hit with him, he was like, yeah. He's like, I got it, yeah. And I'm like, that's awesome. And then Calvin has brought such a depth and so much knowledge to like this thing that I hadn't even considered and everything. And with all of us working together, I know that it's going to be something really special. And horror is the perfect genre for all of this, because no matter how freaky or how grisly or grueling or insurmountable those odds are on screen, the characters have to deal with that. And in turn, that is as close as you are going to get to that insurmountability.
All of our previous projects have been done with no funding, have been completely out of pocket, or because we've had to pull every favor we possibly could. But despite that, we're still incredibly proud of what we've made so far. That got me thinking, what could we actually do with a budget? And there's so many possibilities. We could rent the perfect location that the script demands. We can hire crew, new crew that we haven't worked with before, and more importantly, pay people that have been dedicated with our film crew since day one. We can rent out gear, get props that would enhance the scene and get the true vision of what me, Devin, and David Rubio have wanted. And this fundraiser is that challenge. It's that new thing that's going to help us grow as filmmakers. And like we've done with every challenge so far, we're going to give it the best we possibly got.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show 108. 108. Here, as always, is the Nerd Chicano, the host of the show, alongside no co host. But I have friends. I have friends. I have them with me because they wanted to come on the show. But, what's it called? Luis is always joining us, of course.
Hey, how you doing? How's everyone?
Always monotone Luis. There's no other way to him. It's
Yeah,
monotone.
boring, basic, vanilla. That's me.
Well, not boring. I wouldn't say boring. What's it called? Just you get them one way, you get them that way. But Gabriel decided he wanted to come through, and he wanted to talk. He wanted to talk nerd shit with us.
Always.
I don't know why. But you wanted to come through and hang out. So what's going on, Gabe? You're back for the first time in like a couple of episodes.
Yeah. I came on a while ago to talk about Zardonicus, the Curse of Professor Zardonicus, and it's been a while. I don't even know how long because I don't have like a sense of time anymore. So it could have been a few months, could have been a year, but it feels like a lot has happened and nothing has happened since then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It has to be a couple of months, dude. Like at least a month and a half, I want to say. Because we were still uploading these episodes to YouTube. So it had to be like around September?
Do y'all not upload to YouTube anymore?
No, because they want to keep copyright claiming us.
Oh man, I told people I would be on tonight, and I shared your YouTube channel. Okay.
Oh no, we are live on Twitch.tv.
Yeah. Okay. All right. If you guys can find it, let me know. Talking to all my my people out there. All right. Good for future reference.
Yeah, man, it's all good though. It happens. I'm sorry, I should have told you about it.
No, you're good.
We don't stream live to YouTube anymore.
Okay.
To be fair, during our time here at Twitch as affiliates, we never streamed live to YouTube. And if anybody told you that we did, they're lying because that is against terms of service, and we never, ever stream live to YouTube while we have been affiliates ever.
Okay.
We've only been exclusive to Twitch. Only ever have been exclusive to Twitch. Anybody who says otherwise are dirty liars.
I'm not trying to be a snitch here. I'm not trying to uncover anything. So y'all are good.
Yeah. No, I just say that to everybody else out there who thinks they saw us on YouTube. You're liars. You never saw us on YouTube. We have never, ever been on YouTube. Only ever been. That's right. We have only ever been streaming on Twitch.
That's right.
What's going on? My ho-host is here. How you doing?
Ho, I'm doing good. You know, this is the ho season.
That's right, bro. It's ho-ho season. But we got quite the show packed for you guys. No Brad or Michelle here, so that means there is no cards. No cards to play. But we do have quite the news story for everybody. It looks like HBO Max. And WB have brought something out of the woodworks, and they're going to be bringing a big card to next year's theatrical windows. But we'll talk more about that later. In the meantime, I want to hear from Gabriel how you been, bro. What you been up to?
Yeah, I've been good. Just trying to get by, trying to stay sane and alive. Been working on Zardonicus in post, and that's just been this really tedious process of sending it to our audio mixer, and he sends it back, and we say, oh, it would have been perfect except for this one moment, then that whole back and forth. So in the meantime, we shot a new short film, The Face You Took Away, which we're in post on right now as well. We're putting together a rough cut. So I've kept busy, thankfully, and just been able to catch up on a lot of movies and TV shows that I needed to catch up on. I'm finally starting Game of Thrones, so
Oh wow!
we'll see where that goes. Yeah, after all this time.
You just started. Wow.
Just started. Yeah, because they had the box set on sale on Amazon, and because I'm really smart with my money, I thought that was the perfect reason to buy it.
Yeah. Did you get it on Blu-ray or on 4K?
Blu-ray.
Oh, sick.
I don't have a 4K TV, man.
Me neither, dude. Me neither. But there's what's it called? You've been up to that. I'm pretty sure you've just been staying home and just working away at home.
Yeah. I was doing a lot of remote work, and we've been doing. The only thing I've done in person was film that short, and we did that very specifically. Or I wrote that so that we didn't have to have a big crew or big cast or anything. There's only one character in the short, and everybody else got tested before we shot it. So, like, everything else in my life has just been virtual up till now.
I'm getting real sick and tired of it all just being virtual, though.
Hmm.
I need to see someone's face in public one of these days. But what you been up to, Luis? How you been doing?
I'm alright. I also been working on my own school stuff, finishing up the semester. Need one more, and then I should be good. I think. I'm not too sure. Need to double check on the assignments, but it's basically what I've been doing since we last met.
Yeah, we've been I've been working on something. I'll be able to show you guys something by the end of the year in regards to a little film that Luis and I worked on. So I'm glad that we were able to get that working on this week and take a little bit of free time to get something working for y'all. Yeah. So Gio, what you been up to, man?
Wait, I'm confused. You good?
Yeah, just winking to the
Oh.
camera, bro.
Oh, okay.
You were
Yeah.
winking.
A little
Okay.
movie magic. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you
The
think
movie-
I was doing, man?
It's like,
I thought you were
You
going
know.
through something.
yeah,
there.
I mean, because you were just you were blinking, but I think you were trying to. It looked like, I guess you were trying to hide one eye to be like, "Hey, I'm winking."
Yeah. Yeah, Gabe, I hope that when I'm going through something like that, you're not smiling into the computer like that.
You got to find humor somewhere, man. You got to.
Yeah, man's having an aneurysm and this guy's just laughing his ass off.
Yeah,
What you been up to, Gio? What you been working on?
Yeah, I've been good. Your boy was had a potential exposure to COVID-19, so I am out of my stay-at-home quarantine, and I go back to work Monday. So I just been enjoying life and working from home.
Yeah. God, man. That's first of all, fuck you, Lucio. It didn't look painful, bro. I was just trying to do it, damn it. But
Oh, Lucio's here. Is Lucio trolling you in the comments?
he goes, that wink looked painful.
All right, Lucio, get out of here.
Get out
I
of here.
invited you. Get out of here.
Now you like to get out of here. Lucio, if you want to come on, let me know, dude. I'll shoot you the link. I'll have Gabe shoot you the link. Yeah. But dude, I mean, Gio, I heard you told me about the whole potential exposure, man. It's really irresponsible of the person who possibly exposed you to that, dude.
Yeah, I'm negative. Woohoo.
Negative.
And I have not displayed any symptoms since I was negative. I've been checking my temperature every day.
Yeah. I have been on a lookout ever since we wrapped for that first phase of the film. It's like I make sure that I haven't been displaying symptoms or anything, and everything's been good over here.
Yeah, and
You know, I still have high cholesterol, but that's not because of the movie. That's on my own.
I know that's right.
You know, that's right, yeah. What's Alec up to? What's going on? Gabe laughs at my pain all the time.
What is this picture? Put it back up.
What the hell is that?
What is happening? I dig it.
Dude, what is that?
It's like balloons. Like this.
That's just
balloons.
Alec on a Saturday afternoon. That's nothing.
That's nothing, yeah. That's nothing. Oh man, but anybody watch anything this week? I mean, Gabe wants to talk about a bunch of stuff that he's watched.
Yeah, I saw Mank yesterday.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Hold on,
new
man.
David Fincher movie.
I mean, are we
you
gonna
seen
have an official review here on the Nerd Corner from
I don't know. I don't know if you want to get into it, man. I got a lot of thoughts.
Go ahead and do it. Ain't nobody else gonna see it right now. You got the chance to watch it. Go ahead and give us an official Nerdcore review for Mank.
Oh, you guys haven't watched it.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's okay.
All right. Well, spoiler alert, Citizen Kane would go on to be regarded as the greatest film of all time. Now, man, I don't have many good things to say. I was disappointed in the movie. And I say that as David Fincher fan. Well, I mean, it all comes down to the story about this guy, Herman Mankiewicz, who he was a screenwriter on Citizen Kane. Some people say he was the screenwriter, that Orson Welles didn't even write it at all, even though he has a credit. And it was trying to make you really interested in this guy, Herman Mankiewicz. And I'm like, cool, he wrote the script, but that's not the same as making the movie, you know? And outside of that, there's just, they didn't give me a reason to be interested in him outside of his connection to Citizen Kane, the movie. And it's a non-linear movie. They're trying to kind of take that Citizen Kane approach, right? Of flashing forward and flashing back to try to figure out this guy's life. It was pretty convoluted. And I learned that David Fincher's father wrote the screenplay. He's never had another screenplay produced, and it showed. Like, I think only his son would say, yes, this has to be made. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thanks for that review, man. We're gonna review it officially on the channel. I mean, on the podcast later on when it actually releases on Netflix. But look, man, I had my reservations about this the moment I heard about it. I was like, I'm looking forward to this, but it sounds like something that, it's very limited in the scope. Like, what is there? Is there a lot to cover here? Like, if we're just viewing this as Mankiewicz and, what's it called, Wells and all these characters, I mean, people like just looking at them as creatives and not, people. So it's quite interesting that you didn't like this movie. I'm hearing a lot of different, reviews and stuff. Like, I know some of my friends who had to watch it already, who've thrown up the reviews already, they loved it, and some people they were like, it's alright.
Yeah, and let me be clear. There's a really fascinating story to how Citizen Kane was made. Like, for the people that know, Citizen Kane was loosely based on the real person of William Randolph Hearst. He was a media mogul, owned all these newspapers, super powerful, and like the journey they had to go through to get that movie produced, even though he used all of his power to try to stop it from happening. That's a great story. That's not the one they told. They just told a very limited, like you said, kind of narrative about this one player in the whole thing, and he just doesn't have a lot. Like, there's just nothing much to learn about the making of Citizen Kane from him, even though he wrote the screenplay, and that's very important. But anybody who's made a movie knows it's not just about the screenplay.
Oh yeah. It's not just about the screenplay, man. Luis, you've been you've been watching as of late? Luis?
Not much, just out of time constraint. Like I said, just been busy with school and whatnot, so don't really have a new one. I am looking forward to Wonder Woman and whatnot, to all those movies coming out at the end of the month. So yeah,
dude, you're just gonna completely bypass over the fact that we watch Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always.
I forgot we watched that. See, I was watching it while editing. That's the thing.
Days of Being Wild for movie night. We watched that from One Car Y. Like, you want to completely negate the fact that we watched those two movies?
I forgot.
Shame on you.
Shame on you, bro.
Hey, yeah. I mean, we watched those in those legal movie nights.
Yeah, we watched them both at the same time, but we were watching them on different screens. We were watching one movie on my end. He was watching the movie on his end.
Yes.
Yeah. What's it called? Talking about HBO Max and the death. Talking about Wonder Woman 1984. But Gio, you watch anything? You weren't there for Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always.
No. I don't have anything to forget. Yeah. So I haven't really, I'm very rare when it comes to like what be the mood to watch a movie. But
Yeah. No, I understand
Oh,
what
I
you're
lost
saying.
you. Okay.
Cut up. You cut up. Yeah. Cut up on
Yeah.
my end.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
understand what you said. I
You
understand.
know my internet. Yeah, but not movies, but like I've been watching like anime, and enjoying that.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. And I watched a couple of things. Start off the week with Abbas Kiarostami's and Life Goes On for the channel for the podcast here. We reviewed that for our month on Kiarostami, and next week we will be discussing the Wind Will Carry Us, and I'm excited for that for sure. Then for my motion pictures class, we watched Lost in La Mancha, the wonderful documentary about the man who killed Don Quixote, and how Terry Gilliam could not make that damn movie for crap, man. He could not.
And then he did, though. He did, right? Right?
Yeah, he did. Like 17 years later. Yep. So that, and then of course we watched Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, which I can give you guys a review for that in a second. Then for our movie night, we watched Wong Kar-wai's Days of Being Wild, which was his second movie, actually, I believe. And of course, a couple of days ago, I watched Catherine Braylart's Romance, 1999. Spicy erotic drama, revenge drama, which was pretty damn good. I actually really liked it. Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, though. It's a movie that came out this year. It's my number 5 of the year so far. This movie was beautiful. When you kind of approach these films about, basically it's about this girl who gets pregnant and she has to go across state lines to go get a legal abortion. And she's going with she's a 17-year-old girl. And then she's going with her, her cousin, her young cousin. I mean, the film, it opens being a gut punch, and it does not stop being a gut punch. I mean, it's made by a first-time director. The two leads are first-time actresses, and they're pretty damn good performances. I'll tell you that. And the story is kind of just being presented to you, man. It's in no way trying to be preachy. It's in no way trying to, persuade you to view things a specific way. It's kind of just telling you, like, here's the story of this innocent girl, an innocent child, because that's what she is, and having to bear the weight of potential motherhood and having to find a safe and legal way to, not have to carry this decision that she may not be ready to do right now to have. So it was a really, really good movie. What's it called? Eliza Hittman, I believe, was the name of the director. She did an incredible job. I mean, there's a specific look to the film as well when it comes to the cinematography and coloring. That's just really interesting, very independent, but it's also kind of really it's really needed for the atmosphere of being so grim and very kind of a very depressing story, but it really works for the movie, and I absolutely loved it, and it's like number 5 so far. So above it is if I can remember this correctly, Trial of the Chicago 7, The Five Bloods, I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and my number 1 is Bacurau. But I've got a couple of movies that I need to watch, that I need to catch up on. Possessor, what's it called? From David Cronenberg, Brandon Cronenberg. Tenet, of course. I have not watched Tenet. I need to watch Tenet. And then we've got Ammonite that I need to watch as well. So there's still a lot of room to go, but I really enjoyed Never, Really, Sometimes, Always. Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. And I really recommend you guys go watch it. I believe it's on Hulu to be streamed. But some damn good performances by first-time actresses. I'll tell you that. I did not believe that they were first-time actresses. I was like, yeah, this girl is really good. But yeah, he did finally make it, didn't he? Quixote Tang was no, stop.
Wow, in 2020, a Pootie Tang reference?
Pootie Tang, stop.
A Pootie Tang reference in 20.
That's how I know you old. What's it called, Stacy? Nobody what's it called, who who isn't like above the age of 30 would be making that joke. God damn it. But yeah. So Days of Being Wild though. Oh my! Have you ever watched Days of Being Wild, Gabriel?
I've not.
Have you ever seen anything by Wong Kar-wai?
Well, name me some of his other films.
Um, In the Mood for Love.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I saw. What was it? Shin Kong Express.
Chungking Express. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that a while back.
Yeah. Fallen Angels.
Yeah, I started it, and then my
Yeah.
Canopy account was taken away because I graduated. So should have finished it when I had the chance.
Yeah.
Canopy
Don't-
misses you.
Don't graduate, kids. They're just gonna take your Canopy account away from you.
Look away your Canopy. Yeah. I believe Canopy still has Tarkovsky's The Sacrifice and Solaris.
Yep.
So I'm like, yo, what's gonna happen when I graduate? I can't.
Well, you know, HBO Max has all like most of Tarkovsky's stuff. I saw Solaris for the first time on HBO Max. That was
Yeah.
like only a week after it launched.
How was that? What'd you think about it?
Oh, you know, it's not as fresh in my mind anymore, but I ranked it above Stalker and below Andrei Rublev for Tarkovsky, who I'm like a huge fan of, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it was really interesting because I know Tarkovsky didn't like 2001: A Space Odyssey because he thought it was sterile, but I thought he was trying to do a very similar effect to Kubrick's vision there, like the sterility of like space travel and the science fiction world lay in contrast to like
Mhm.
what he was trying to say about the human spirit and how it endeavors.
Yeah.
I won't disagree that it's like a masterpiece. It's not something I'm as inclined to watch though as some of his other works, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. Stalker's my favorite from Tarkovsky. I rewatched that last week. God, fucking love Stalker. But I have not watched Andrei Rublev. That's the one that I'm missing. I have not watched Andrei Rublev yet.
Really love Andrei Rublev. It's probably the most watchable 4-hour movie I can think of, even more than The Irishman, which I rewatched recently.
Whew. Yeah, you could you got through 3 hours and 30 minutes of that.
Took a couple of sittings, but I did it. Well, I did it once in the theater, and then I did it again.
Okay, yeah.
I get
You
some
already
credit
got
for
the
that?
card. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my nerd card tucked away here in my
Yeah.
pocket. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Gio, what's it called? You still haven't watched Until the End of the World yet, have you?
I have not.
How long
it's
is
gonna be
that
a
again?
week. Oh, that's like 5 hours. Like I think it's like spread across disc. Like I can literally pull my Criterion right now and we can find out.
I had I found this other film that I was gonna watch, but I had trouble loading it. Wink, wink. Called Santantanga from Poland, and
Poland.
dude, this movie is 7 hours and 20 minutes long.
Yep.
Holy crap! I was like, yo, I don't even want to try loading this thing right now. Like,
There's a German director, Fassbinder, who made a 15-hour long movie. It's technically a miniseries, but he made it to be a movie.
yeah.
So yeah,
I
good luck
mean,
with that.
holy crap!
That's insane.
Mhm.
7 hours and 30 minutes Santantango from director Bellatar. But yeah, Polish film. Holy crap, dude. I mean, 7 hours? I can barely like look, I've always told everybody, what's it called? I can do 3 hours. It's fine. Once you start going above 3 hours, it's where it's like, yo, I'm gonna need like 2 sittings for this. But like I've watched La Dolce Vita in 1 sitting before. I could do that. I was
Is
fine.
that over
with it.
3 hours?
Yeah, it's 3 hours at the mark. 3 hours.
At the mark, but not over.
No, not over.
Because that is a big difference
Yeah.
for some
Oh,
reason.
yeah. Fuck. Trying to think recently at the top of my head what I watched. It was like 3 hours. Emir Kusturica's Underground. 3 hours. I put 3 hours and 3 minutes, I think, or 2. Watched that like it was nothing. It was fast, good. But freaking Irishman took me literally most of the morning, took a break to go eat, came back and finished it. It took me 2 sittings, bro.
Whoa.
That's
Hey, I
not
was
bad.
hungry, you ass.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Look, like if I would have done it, if I could do it again, I don't think I would. Like,
Oh, the only way I'll do it again is if I get the
I'm not
criteria.
doing it either way.
like going back to the theater I was at with the small seats, not getting up at all. I like the experience of that movie at night was not really like.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for it. Like if I watched it in the middle of the day, I've been like, yeah, this is a nice experience. Woo. But like it was like I had a whole day and then I watched The Irishman and like my knees were in pain for days after.
Yeah. I'd be cramping up in those seats, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's more the theater, to be fair.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, like where does the blame really go sometimes? Like a bad theater experience can really hurt, especially when it's like a movie you have to pay attention to, like The Irishman.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
I would say it's more like it was more like an old theater experience. So I was like, okay, I was just like you only see certain movies there because it's like, okay, it's the old theater experience. You want to show the old theater love.
Yeah, I was about to say because they're modernized most AMC's, which is the one that I go to, with the reclining chairs and whatnot.
Yeah, I was at
Some of them
River
got
Oaks.
heaters.
Yeah, River Oaks don't play, bro.
Oh yeah. I saw The Irishman at River Oaks. I think it was the only theater. So
Yeah. I had the chance to watch Roma at River Oaks, and I watched Portrait of a Lady on Fire at River Oaks. Damn it, Jerry. No, damn you, Jerry. Damn it, Jerry. But yeah. Damn it, Jerry. Yeah. What's it called? Saw Parasite at River Oaks. That's interesting. I saw Parasite at AMC, bro. And let me tell you, I appreciated watching on those comfy seats.
I saw Parasite in a screener.
now Lucio's referring to an obscure film called Arurasite. It's from Porch. I don't know where I'm going with this joke. I'm sorry. Carry on, y'all.
No, it's from it's Polish. It's Polish if I remember correctly.
It's Polish.
Yeah,
Blame the
like
Poles,
it's
yeah.
about a young it's about a young family, like then like you think it's about the young family and then the young family dies and it's suddenly about like a mother maiden crone situation.
Run with it.
Yeah.
Script out
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
mother maiden crone situation. And from there, it's very much like you would think that maybe like they would do better to not copy both versions of Suspiria. It was pretty fucking wild, like how fucking fuck wild they thought they could get away with this shit. But
Suspiria. Wow, I still haven't seen the remake.
and there were some tomahawks. Like it was fucking like I think it was somebody's first film straight out of college, you know. But cool classic.
I get you. I found it weird how there was like a talking cat in that, and like the
Oh yeah. It's like this person was like, "Oh, I love the aesthetics of Alice in Wonderland with with like the Disney Alice in Wonderland. I love that, but I also like the dark and scary Mother Maiden Crone and witches."
Yeah. Alex in Wonderland. That was a really good movie too, man.
Oh yeah, with the wing.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, so the theater, man, I'm gonna miss it. I miss it already. I know that Luis we've been going on about it during the pandemic. I mean, like, I feel like I wouldn't be this bad right now if I didn't have my one space where I would go to where all the troubles of my head were shut off for at least 2 hours, and I could sit down, eat overpriced popcorn, drink soda, and watch a goddamn movie. And sadly, that was taken away from us. It was taken away from us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last movie I saw in theaters was a reshowing of the original Friday the 13th because it was the 40th anniversary. That could possibly be the last thing I will ever see in a theater.
Dude, I last thing I saw was Onward in March. I watched
That's better. That's
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad for everybody whose last movie they watched was Bloodshot
Ooh.
because it came out
Ooh.
during that same week.
I can't remember the last movie I watched in theaters. Honestly,
I'm
It's
checking
been
my
that long.
letterbox because I know it was like it had been a couple
Yeah.
months.
That's
Just
that's what
Bloodshot.
that's what Letterbox helps out with. Luis, come on, you can remember.
Oh, that
I
movie, the
forget
Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Did not even remember that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because he keep coming back together. Yeah.
Yep. It was Vin Diesel not playing Dominic Toretto.
Okay, so the last movie I saw in theaters was Ride Your Wave. I saw it February 19th,
Yeah.
2020, and it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah.
I've been singing his praises ever since.
I've been getting this close to wanting to go to a goddamn theater again, but I know I should not because it's not safe.
It's not safe.
Mine was Invisible Man for my 20th birthday. Damn. Then that movie came out in March too. Yeah, you watched it in
Yeah.
March. Yeah. Dude, God, fuck, man. And you see that's I have a funny story with Invisible Man because the family that was sitting next to us when the movie started, they were good. They saw how I started to react to the movie. Oh, they were laughing. Towards the middle, they were like, "Okay, this is kind of getting tiring, but we can what's it called? Ignore him that he's screaming at the top of his lungs because he gets scared with these type of movies." By the end of that movie, they were so annoyed with me, dude. Like they were annoyed.
Because you were
No.
screaming like out of fear.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Gabriel, you're gonna be honest with me, right? You have not tuned into a single episode since the day you've been here.
No.
It's okay. I love you, and I understand why. You're a busy man.
I keep up with you on social media, though. Let's
know.
keep that straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. What's it called? Everybody who's come on here, who tunes into these shows, knows that I am terrible with horror.
Okay.
I scream, I jump, and I yell. We did a commentary of Veronica 2017, and I think I screamed like about 4 times. And that movie was not that scary. I would have screamed during what's it called, Exorcist, but Brad kept cracking jokes, and I was good. But holy crap, I was scared during Invisible Man. There's a specific moment in the film. Spoilers for everybody who has not watched Invisible Man, but where she throws the paint and it and the paint like creates the silhouette of the man, and I jumped. I was like, ah! And I yelled, and I got scared, man. I was so scared. You're good to go, Gio. You're good now.
Did you laugh at any of the moments in the movie? Because I for some reason, the image of a floating pistol is just inherently funny to me. It's just like
Yeah,
go shoot some people. So like it had some like unintentional comic moments for me, but I thought most of it was like pretty good, like suspense and some good jump scares, like the real kind of jump scare, not like a cat jumping out of a
like a cat, yeah,
closet or whatever.
yeah. Dude, but you know what? Like I said, during that at first they were screaming. They were laughing at me. At the middle, they were like, "Okay, he's kind of annoying, but like, we can get through it. He's not gonna keep going, right?" At the end, they were like, they hated me, bro. They were like, they were annoyed at me. They were not happy to be in the same row as me. But you see, I'm gonna miss that, man. I'm not mad that Onward was my last movie I watched at the what's it called, at the theater. I just wish that it would have been a movie that I can say like, okay, I watched like something else. Like I watched something at River Oaks. Like the last movie I watched in the theater went to an independent theater that I can help with my money. It didn't go to the corporate, creation of AMC. Like
like you want to be able to be like,
Actually,
I did my job.
The screening of Friday the 13th I saw was at River Oaks.
Nice, yeah.
So
When was that, by the way? Was it February or March?
that was early March. I remember I felt bad about going, but I figured this is probably my last chance for a while because COVID was in Harris County. It was starting to spread. There weren't any lockdowns, but the writing was on the wall.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, that shit's rough, man.
Mhm.
But yeah, guys, I said that we would at least try to make it to 45 minutes today because we have nobody here, no cards or anything for co-host. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. I want to go ahead and get into this news because this is big. This is huge. Let me go ahead and pull up because I want to go ahead and make sure I have all the movies that are going to be coming to HBO Max next year. But in one of the biggest plays ever, I've been telling you all this was going to happen. I said someone's going to try it. So when they said, "Oh, Wonder Woman 1984 is coming to HBO Max as well," I said, "Okay, it looks like Warner Bros. is trying it. Let's go ahead and try to release our film simultaneously." And that was pretty pretty ballsy of them. Well, it looks like they dropped their big cojones this weekend even more, man, because they said, "Fuck, fuck just sending one movie to HBO Max. We're sending our whole 2020 slate to HBO Max and theaters at the same time." So I cannot find the damn article. Let me go ahead and bring it up here. But I mean, this is huge. We've got movies like Dune. We've got The Suicide Squad from James Gunn. We've got Judas and the Black Messiah. We've got what's the name of Mortal Kombat, the Mortal Kombat film. The Little Things, Tom and Jerry, The Many Saints of Newark, Reminiscence, Godzilla versus Kong. I'm very excited for that. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, In the Heights, Space Jam: A New Legacy, of course, Dune, King Richard, The Matrix 4, Sherlock Holmes 3, Cry Macho, and Judas and the Black Messiah, Those Who Wish Me Dead, Malignant, and yeah, that's all of them. So all of these films will become, when they are released in theaters, they will be released at the same time on HBO Max with no extra cost. But one of the big things that happened this week that nobody seems to be talking about, HBO eliminated the free trial ahead of Wonder Woman 1984's release.
Mhm.
So, if you're gonna pay for the HBO Max, you're paying those $15 up front. So, there's no free trial. You can't get it for free. Tom and Jerry needs a theater and fully experience that masterpiece.
Yes.
Yes, 1000%.
I did not even know they were making Tom and Jerry. How did I not know that?
Yeah, they just released the trailer a couple of weeks ago.
Is it animated? I'm guessing, right?
Hybrid.
Oh, no, like the Garfield movie.
Garfield, Looney Tunes back in action.
Bad vibes. Oh, and Sherlock 3, with Robert Downey Jr.?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could
Wait, wasn't there a third one already?
No,
there's only been
Two?
It just feels like there's been 3 because it's those movies.
Honestly, I'm excited. Lucio, is that you being honestly excited, or is that you who has been denied content for most of this year that's excited? Take a minute to answer that.
Something
I
new
think
to
he's
watch.
using the words honestly and excited very loosely when he says that.
Honestly, I'm excited.
Oh, man. I almost want to take this whole episode out just to bash those first 2 Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yeah.
I almost want to do that.
Go on.
The PTSD is coming back to me. Iron Man is the same thing as Sherlock Holmes, right? So if you're good at playing one, you would be good at playing the other. It doesn't even matter if you can do a British accent. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, man. So I want to go ahead and start getting some thoughts in here. So I have to come at this in two different ways. I've already said it. I've said it before. The reviewer, Raul Alejandro Mendoza, is excited for this. I have a whole year of movies that I'm going to review. It's not going to be like this year where we're like, yo, we've reviewed like what, 15 movies? Like new movies this year? It's like we have nothing. Well, now we've got like around 11 films from just one studio that are definite reviews that we will be doing. I'm excited for that. I want that. Raul Alejandro Mendoza, the fan of the cinema, is not excited because he does not know what will happen to the cinematic experience after this, the theater experience too. Like, what's going to happen now? Will it become like Broadway, where it's only for those at the higher class who can afford to buy these outrageous tickets and watch it, or is it going to be something that ceases to exist? And it's like, or something that's a limited, possibility. Like, there's only going to be small amount of theaters open anymore. I mean, us over here, us Houston peeps, we know that AMC Studio 30 is gone. It's done. It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. So, and, that wasn't just because of the pandemic. It was other things, but, a lot of it has to do because of the pandemic. So, I'm going to go ahead and go around the table here. Gabriel, your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think movie theaters are going away. I do think they will become specialized, meaning that we're not going to have the AMC business model of just releasing the new blockbuster or whatever. You're going to, I think, go back to kind of like this period of art houses or theater chains showing specific kind of content. Like, here in Houston, we have the MFAH, which shows all kinds of films, new and old, for festivals or for, regularly scheduled programs. And I think that will probably be the closest model to what we can expect, because I don't think it'll be like Broadway, where like the prices are so ridiculous that like people like us can't afford to go, except for like once in a while. But it's definitely going to change. Like AMC, the other big chains, I'm sure they're in panic mode right now. Alamo Draft House is probably gone too.
Oh yeah, Animal Draft House is gonna be gone. What's going on, Moose Bear God, Moose Bear Dog?
Hello.
What's going on, man? Hope you're doing all right. But I cannot picture Alamo Draft House surviving this. LOL, this is Kelvin. What the hell, Kelvin? Why is your name Moose Bear Dog? Jesus Christ.
Was that Kelvin?
Kelvin.
Moose Bear Dog?
Moose Bear Dog is Kelvin. Yeah.
It was Kelvin the whole time.
It was Kelvin the whole time. I cannot picture Alamo Draft House surviving this. I mean, Alamo Draft House already was kind of odd to know that was surviving as well as it was surviving. Because it's pretty much a pretty high end establishment. But still, you had your 35 millimeter screenings on there. You had your 70 millimeter screenings on there, which were big things that people were going out to watch. But at the same time, we were like, yo, I am going to the Alamo Draft House, dropping about $30 for a movie and like pizza and stuff. Like, that's a little bit I'd rather go to Studio Movie Grill, where I got like $8 for my ticket, and then my food costs like $10-12. So I only had to spend at least $20 there. Kelvin asked, how's it going, Gabe?
I'm doing good. Doing good. How are you, Kelvin? We saw the ad for A Monkey's Paw. Very excited for that. Very excited. So keep me updated on that.
Oh yeah, man. Kelvin was down here to help us out with Before I Leave for the project, man. He was helping us out with that.
Yeah, you guys you're supporting each other.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
And once I get back up there, we can help each other too, Gabe. Update video coming out soon. Cool. Yeah, thanks, cool. Man. Yeah. Gio, what's your thought?
I'm sad. I'm sad because, unfortunately, I mean, I end up frequenting more of the corporate theaters, and like it's really awful because it could have been avoidable. Now, if like there's going to be a lot of shutdowns, so it's going to be like places like larger cities are going to be less affected because there's so many people. But like there's going to be areas where there's going to be theater deserts where like people aren't going to be able to have that theater experience. On top of, but like I think theaters will continue, the prices will raise, but there's going to be significantly less, but still some theaters, because the opposite of like making it this like such a big thing, like a Broadway exclusive type thing, is just fundamentally the opposite of what like the theater experience has always been. Like you think back, you go all the way back to like the Nickelodeons. Like you used to pay a nickel and you go see a show. Like it was the tentpole event. And prices have raised due to inflation and greed. But like we could still like there's still gonna be something, especially in like like metropolitan areas. But the fact that like there's gonna be so many places that are going to be, and I'll say the term again, theater deserts, that are just like deriving what's like taking away opportunities for art from people who already are like losing opportunities already in other aspects of their life, further like making things difficult for people to understand each other in the United States and globally.
Yeah, man. Let me go ahead and go with Luis next, and then I'll go to Ayden because Luis was the next one. Hey, Luis, what are your thoughts, man? As somebody who was an AMC A-list member.
Yeah, that was the broke one using that. I mean, Raul knows why I was using it. I'm more of a guy that enjoyed going to just escape the world, not to view it as an artistic piece, not to critique it, just to enjoy the whatever the director wanted to show, whether it's comedy, drama, action, whatever. But like he was saying, it was an escape. It was something I could enjoy at the end of the week, where I could just forget all my worries, all my stress for 2 hours. Bad movie, good movie, great movie, it doesn't matter. I was gone for 2 hours of this world. And now it sucks that a lot of the places are going to be shutting down, right? I'm with you on this. I don't believe they're going to stop existing, but I do believe it's going to be more of a supply and demand. There is an abundance of theaters open right now. They might try to close some of them and have certain ones open for the major ones, independent ones, I'm not sure. In order to try to regain some income back. And then once they reach their amount, they'll open more, right? But it sucks. It sucks knowing that there is a potential loss with the actual theater experience just being gone, and it going, a lot of it going straight to video on demand. So I appreciate HBO bringing the movies out into the man, because I need something new to watch. I kind of grew bored. I want something new. But also, if it's at risk of it taking that experience away of me going into the theater, going in, it's still daylight, coming out, it's the night, and there's no one at the parking lot, that kind of takes a piece of me away, which really sucks. So I'm hoping that it's a thing where Gio says where it's going to be deserts and some areas open, where you could still possibly go with COVID decreasing, if ever. But yeah, it overall, it just fucking sucks. No easier way to put it.
Speaking of AMC had something to say about all this.
Oh, really?
The news broke
Just now?
No, news broke. What's it called this week? And AMC, AMC did not take its time, bro. They were like, "All right, we got something to say about this."
Bro, AMC always talking shit. Bro, they be like, "What the fuck do you just say about the goddamn
What you
movies?
say? It'd be like,
Fuck you say?
you know what?
$20,
Right.
$20, the whole month, 3 movies a week." Damn.
Yeah,
okay,
20,
AMC.
Yeah.
This is what AMC had to say. Clearly, Warner Media intends to sacrifice a considerable portion of the profitability of its movie studio division and that of its production partners and filmmakers to subsidize its HBO Max startup, said Adam Aron, CEO and president of AMC Entertainment, in a statement to The Hollywood Reporter. As for AMC, we will do all in our power to ensure that Warner does not do so at our expense. We will aggressively pursue economic terms that preserve our business. So then they still say some more stuff over here. These coronavirus impacted times are uncharted waters for all of us, which is why AMC signed on to an HBO Max exception to customary practices for one film only, Wonder Woman 1984, being released by Warner Bros. At Christmas when the pandemic appears that it will be at its height. Read a statement from the simulator, which added, however, Warner now hopes to do this for all their 2021 theatrical movies, despite the likelihood that with vaccines right around the corner, the theater business is expected to recover. Yeah, man. I mean, also, that's kind of like everybody was kind of shitting on AMC, but I kind of understand where AMC's coming here. They're like, yo, we signed off on one movie, and y'all just
We didn't say the whole thing.
you flipped the tables on us, and you're coming out now that 17 movies? Like, yo, like
Big movies, by the way. Big movies.
Yeah. I mean, from that list, right off the bat, you've got big ones that I can think that would be big. What's it called? Money makers.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. What's it called?
Dune.
What's it called? Conjuring. The Conjuring.
Kong versus Godzilla.
Those always make money.
Tom and
Godzilla?
Jerry was gonna break the fucking
and Jerry.
world
For
record.
sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Tom and Jerry was coming for Endgame. They were like, "That's it, brother." We
In-game
got
and
Chloe
out.
Grace Moretz and this shit. Like shit.
You
That's
know it
4
go
bill.
down.
That's
Yeah.
4 bill.
5. Oh, I'm sorry. Matrix 4. That is
John Wick 4 is that? What about that one?
I think
John
that's
Wick.
2022 or
Yeah,
2023.
Yeah,
I
John-
thought they were releasing on the same day, like to have a little Keanu Reeves off.
I mean,
Yeah, they
technically they
delayed
were
it.
trying to get it out this following year.
That was like when BVS and Civil War was supposed to come out the same day. You knew damn well that shit was not gonna happen.
Yeah, no,
that
it
would have
got
been
delayed.
hilarious.
Yeah, it got
That would've
delayed
been
because of the
hilarious.
pandemic.
Hilariously dumb.
Yeah, it kind of what's it called halted production a bit.
I know. It's like, I mean, I don't know how bad I feel for AMC because they are this corporate machine that does. I mean, there's not like a passion for cinema. That's not what's driving AMC. They're not like River Oaks or Alamo Drafthouse even. So I'm split between. Yeah, I mean, it sucks for them. It sucks. And they're holding on to their wallets and they're figuring out, okay, can we make people AAA members? Is that going to work? Like they're going to get desperate. It's going to get pretty cringy. But
Isn't that like
Yeah,
They're
what,
gonna
it
give us
broke down
Target
off the
Fair?
side of the road.
Yeah, I was like, isn't like
broke down on the side of the road. Here's a
AMC gonna help me with my
movie.
flat
Yeah.
tire and sell me like a $35 soda?
Hey man, I heard that if you play Fortnite this weekend, you might get an extra ticket to go watch a movie at AMC, man.
Yeah, if you play
I
Fortnite,
would believe it. I would believe it.
you can watch.
Oh my
You can watch Tenet on Fortnite.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it
I
against
wouldn't put it
Fortnite to
past
do a
them,
screening. Yeah, they did.
It'll happen.
I didn't even know you were joking until like people started laughing. I did not know you were joking.
Yeah.
Like to be fair, like
Well,
Joe
they
Biden,
did release. They released one of their trailers on Fortnite. That's why.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
I
What
mean,
were you
if Joe Biden is campaigning on Animal Farm, how is AMC above
Oh my! Oh my! Oh man! Oh man!
putting stuff in Fortnite? Like, why? We're in a different world, people. Get used to it.
Hey, the
Yeah.
future is now, old man.
Future's now old, man,
Future's
and it's
now
not
old.
white. Anyways,
Hey,
Unity.
Ayden. Ayden, what are your thoughts on all this? Not the future. We're talking about the HBO Max news.
well, with the HBO Max news, I was listening to y'all in my living room while I was cleaning up my apartment before I hopped on. But I thought your question was really interesting about, someone said like, I'm honestly really excited about all this. And it's like, yeah, are you excited that you can finally now watch new content? Or are you, like, what are you excited about? Because like, if you love going to the theater, then you shouldn't be that excited about this, because this is 1000% going to be the end of what we currently know as, going to the theater, cinema and whatnot. But, everyone's kind of pitching their thoughts on what they think is going to come out of this. I think we're going to move into that model where it's Disney owns their own chain of theaters. And if you pay your HBO, your Disney Plus fee on top of, an extra $20 a month, if you want, you can go to the Disney theater and you can go watch The Little Mermaid for this Saturday, or you can watch Black Widow for this, for any time, or Warner Brothers is going to open up their theater, and if you pay an extra $10 and you get on the DC movie pass, they're going to be running DC movies I'm serious.
Yeah.
They're going to be running DC movies for the whole month. You know what I mean? On top of like whatever the new release. I think that's kind of the direction that we're going to go into, where it's more of like a monopolization of what you're able to watch rather than freedom to choose. And I mean, it's not even really freedom to choose these days. Yes, I mean, back when I lived in Dallas, there was the Magnolia that I would go to, where they would play classic films each month. I could go in there, I could watch Casablanca, for this week only, at select times. I could also go in and watch Parasite, running, full, 18 hours a day. So I'm curious to that. I'm also like, I'm excited for like my family members, where paying, for my, my sister, my brother, my uncle, my aunt, for all of us to go out to movie theaters, it was very expensive. Whereas now we can sit at home, we have nice TVs, we have nice soundbar systems, we have nice home theater systems, where if we pay $15 for the month, we can watch Wonder Woman as many times as we want. Like, I know I'm excited for Christmas Day to go home, see my family finally. And, we're going to watch Wonder Woman at home because, I've got a sister and I've got my aunt who, they love Wonder Woman so much, and they're excited to be able to watch it at home now. So you have to look at it from that perspective too, where, now, the families that can't afford to go out to the theaters, now maybe there's a little Raul somewhere in Idaho that's, gonna watch Wonder Woman 1984, they're gonna watch The Suicide Squad, or they're gonna watch Dune at home, and they're gonna go, wow, I want to do that one day, and maybe they might not have been able to with the way things were. So there's lots of ways to look at it. I'm on the side of, I'm excited to be able to watch new content at home, but it sucks for, I'm with Luis. I had my $20 a month AMC Stubs A-list, whatever, where I could go in and watch 3 movies a week. And you bet your ass, I watched 3 movies a week, every single week at the movie theater. Like, I saw everything. So, yeah, it does suck.
Yeah, but to speak to the... sorry, what was that?
I was just going to say, thank you, Lucio, for the sub. Thanks, man. You're awesome, bro. Thanks for that sub. Hope you enjoy those emotes.
Yeah, ask Lucio if he's subscribed to my channel. But speaking to that...
You on Twitch, too?
I do, actually. I think... Real talk, Lucio is one of my 2 subscribers, so I shouldn't talk shit. But seriously, but talking about that monopoly situation that you're outlining, that's actually illegal. They actually had a Supreme Court decision about that. I
know I've got Spectrum Wi-Fi, so fucking course it is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, real talk, the Supreme Court's very different now. So I don't know if we can see an actual change in that decision. But if that decision stands, I don't see how they can just get away with it legally to like have Disney theaters and Warner Brother theaters. So they would have to like change either the law or the precedent set for that situation to happen. And I'm sure they have a team of lawyers working right now. I'm sure that is
I feel like it's going to turn into what streaming has become now, where it was like, oh, look, you pay, what was it at the time? It was like $7 a month for Netflix. And, you don't have to worry about ads, and you can watch it however you want. You can pick up in the middle of season 5 or start from the beginning. And then like they started making exclusive content, and then Hulu started making exclusive content, and then Amazon started making exclusive content. And then Disney was like, we're going to make Disney Plus. And now HBO Max, we're making HBO Max. And it's like, now people are paying more for streaming than they were for cable. It's easier to use, and it's more accessible if you're like, I just want to keep watching the same episodes of Seinfeld all day, every day, and not wait for TBS to run them at 8 in the morning or 2 p.m., and it's a random episode with ads. But it's just like, it's eventually everything just comes full circle, for better or worse.
I did have to bring up something because what's it called? So for those of you who may not know this, the films will be showing in their specific theatrical window. So for a month. After that, they're gone from HBO Max. They won't be released once again until their official stream release date.
Mhm.
So you will be able to watch as many times as you want during that 1 month period. But after that, they're out. You have to wait for them to come up on HBO Max as official, stream release.
Yeah, but what's to say they actually leave I mean, they'll leave HBO Max. But
Let's be real here, man. Someone's gonna it's gonna premiere on HBO Max. Someone's gonna pirate it, and it's gonna be easy to access.
Yeah, it's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, we're talking about theaters, what this does to theaters, but I'm also thinking about like physical media, like Blu-rays, DVDs, because that was already on the way out. I feel like that's
I mean, I'm guilty. I'm that shit is way past me. Like I was talking to Raul earlier today. I've got my Apple TV in there because I've got like 350 movies that are on my iTunes account. You know, I didn't buy the fucking $500 PlayStation because I don't buy discs. You know, it's just like I don't use it anymore. Like I can appreciate looking at it like as like I know Raul has like the criterions of a couple films and like looking at those is really cool, but like I don't know. It just depends on me on how much you love it.
Yeah,
it's a different thing. Yeah, it's a different thing. I'm sure Raul will agree. Like the Criterion collection has its own value.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All those special features, plus the cool cover arts.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason I get those. But I mean, as you can tell by the name, my name is Criterion Mistress. You know, I am Criterion's whore. So I will support Criterion until the day that they're gone. But I'm looking at my shelf and I've got like a bunch of Blu-rays and a bunch of Criterions. Like that's what I'm scared of too, because of course everybody else is gonna be like, come on, bro, it's the future. Like digital is the way. You're just gonna. But then again, I remind you guys own a license. You guys do not own the film. What's it called? People like me, Gabriel, Gio, Luis, and everybody else who has physical copies of their films, we actually own the film. You guys own a license, and the day that license is taken away from you, your money's out. You don't get the chance to watch that film again.
If my Wi-Fi ever goes out, I'm good.
Yeah. My Wi-Fi goes out, I'm good, bro. I can just plug in my PS4. Get that disc in there. I get to watch it on my monitor.
I plug in my PS5.
Just plug in my PS5.
Our PS5.
Our PS5, bro.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, the quality of Blu-rays has decreased so much because it's just so much less of a viable thing. Like, they don't put the time and effort into Star Wars Blu-rays anymore. Like the last one. What was the last one called? The Revenge of the Skywalker, the Rise of the Skywalker. Yeah. But
who was it? That old movie that came out like 11 months ago. What the fuck was it called?
If I liked that movie at all, I would have remembered the title.
I don't think JJ can tell you the title.
I don't think JJ read the script. I don't think.
What was the last one called? I think it was like
Is it
$2.5 million. I don't know. No, what was the title? Oh,
Wait,
I don't.
The movie was
know.
Palpatine, though. Remember?
Is it Palpatine? Was it Palpatine? I'm not really sure.
The Dead Speak.
But Kelvin brings up a really good point, though, and this is what I've used for this argument before. Everybody thought vinyl was dead. They're like, "Oh, vinyl's gone." That's like CDs and digital platforms. They came in, and we were like, "It's done. Vinyl's over." We're never gonna have vinyl back. 100%, you guys were wrong, because vinyl's alive and really well. Like it's thriving. Like vinyl is thriving still.
I understand that. To me, it's very select. Like I don't feel like I need to collect every movie I watch physically, but there's obviously like the ones that I truly love. Like I want Pulp Fiction, I want Akira, I want Blade Runner 2049, I want like the films that are like impactful for me. I want Chef because I fucking love that movie, I want the ones that I love, but when it comes down to like Sausage Party, like Borat and things like that, I don't really need like a $20 disc for that.
I don't
Yeah.
think there is a physical release of Borat, or I would have had that by now. Oh wait, there was. I have the
Yeah.
DVD. Never mind.
The
I forgot.
first one, not the
I
second
mean,
one, not the second
with the
one.
whole physical
Subsequent movie
thing,
film.
Subsequent movie film.
subsequent movie film. With the whole physical thing, if it were to be like the vinyl and the records, it could end up going back into a cycle where they're gone for a time, and then new technology comes, restores it, improves it by whatever fucking 8K, 24K, carry gold DVDs, whatever the fuck. They'll probably come back, and people will buy them again because it still holds the value.
What were you gonna
Well,
say?
it has to be a generational thing. Our generation has to grow up to where we're calling the shots on what goes into the market, and then the
Yeah.
younger generation will be there to find it cool and hipster, and like take it like
Yeah.
they'll no seriously. Like I feel like even though vinyl is a thing from a past generation, I feel like a sort of independence as a person for owning it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just going to have to take a generational shift
For sure.
for physical media. I don't know if that'll happen with theaters because that's so much harder to sustain. Like
I don't
with the
know.
DVD, you just I can make a DVD technically, but to keep theater going, that's a complicated
I mean,
thing.
people. I mean, the sad thing is, like, people already as it is are not that interested in going to the theater. I mean, like
Yeah.
us five here, we're very, we're the minority of people who enjoy going to unless you have Marvel or DC or Pixar in front of your name, and no one really cares about going to go see your film. I mean, I know how many friends I talked to last year about, like, man, you've got to go check out Uncut Gems, and like, oh, is that Adam Sandler comedy? No, it's actually not like a comic. Oh, I don't need to see it. Like, I'll wait for it to come on Netflix. It's like, damn, all right.
All
I
right.
mean, people just want to lay in bed, watch Netflix, and get some head. Like, that's all it is. It's harder to do that at the theater. It's harder to get head at the theater. Believe me, I know it.
Yeah, a bit harder. Yeah.
I mean, going on the opposite side of that, I get to the point where you were talking about the kids not being able to afford. Like, I grew up not being able to afford to go to the theater. Like, I couldn't go until I was fucking 16 or 17 making my money in order to pay for Movie Pass. And then the A-list came out and I got that. So, I appreciate big movies like this coming out early for people who can't go because their parents can't afford to take them because it's fucking expensive, or because their parents don't want to have the hassle to go to the movie theater and possibly want the kids wanting to get candy, popcorn, soda, and then all that cost just coming up. Like, it's a good thing that you're able to stay at home and just tune into the thing. But yeah.
Well,
Popcorn's out.
Yeah. I would like to remind everybody, if you come from an ethnic household, you did not buy a damn thing at that theater, bro. You snuck it in, bro.
Yeah.
We brought in everything into that damn theater.
I told you about the lady who pulled out some
Kimchi?
chicken. Yeah, kimchi. It was kimchi. I was like, the fuck is it? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh man, yeah. But any final thoughts before we get out of here, boys?
Oh, I got one. I thought when you said King Richard, I got really excited because I thought you meant Richard II, like the Shakespeare play. But no, it's gonna be a movie in which it's a biopic with Will Smith, where he's gonna Will Smith it up and pretending, and then say, "Oh, I'm playing Venus and Serena's father."
But the truth.
Tell
Wait.
the truth.
Wait, who is it a biopic of?
Richard Williams, the father of Venus and Serena.
Okay. Wait, they're making a biopic about the father of.
Yeah, because
Serena
he
Williams?
he's very he has a reputation of being let me read you the thing. A look at how tennis superstars Venus and Serena Williams became who they are after the coaching from their father Richard Williams, because he coached them into them becoming what they their whole trajectory was
I didn't know that.
It's always about the man behind the woman.
Yeah, it sounds like
Never-
Yeah, it's always about the man.
Yeah.
Also that
Yeah, I actually have a real problem with this film, but
Yeah.
that's a conversation for another day.
For another day, but yeah, no, I mean, it's never about the woman at the head of it, right? It's always about the man that makes the woman. But yeah, no, only thing I bought was popcorn. I had $20 of snacks in my oversized pockets.
That's the one thing I miss about going to press screenings and shit like that, was being able to all right, I'm going to go see the movie for free, so now I can now I can justify spending money on the snacks. Because I remember when I went to go see Booksmart, I bought like pizza, I bought nachos, I bought a soda, I bought candy. I mean, I was like, man, I am here, baby.
I don't get it. How did you get press screenings, bro? Like,
Dog,
I've been going at this for 4 years. Ask me if I got a damn press screening once.
I know people.
You know people. He knows people.
Yeah, I let your people contact me, please, because god damn it, we have not gotten a single.
I don't live in Dallas anymore, baby.
Have your people tell my people that I want to be at a press screening.
Yeah, we don't have.
What you got to do? No. What you guys got to do is you got to be a reviewer for Kook TV, and sometimes they will get you press screenings.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I needed to bend over and cough.
Yeah. But
Oh no! Oh my god! Some people from Kook TV watch this damn show. Damn it!
And that's the show.
Because we're not official critics, Gabe. It's because we're not official critics.
Opinions are my own.
we're good. We're good. I graduated. I'm out. They can come at me.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
can take
man.
my endgame review off. I don't care.
It's all good, man. All right. With that being said, it's been a lot of fun. So I'm gonna go from the bottom to the top. I want to get some plugs in here. Gio, where can I find you, bro?
You can find me at MeteorMartyr17 at twitch.tv/MeteorMartyr17. Twitch and Twitter. There's a website here in the middle for like past stuff. There might be stuff coming soon. Maybe in audio form. As well, it's the link tree down here for all the places I am on the internet.
Nice. And Ayden, where can they find you?
They can find me monitoring someone's Discord anywhere and everywhere at AIDENKOSSICK, Ayden Cossack, everywhere. Twitter, Instagram. Pretty easy. It's just my name. No one else in the world has this name, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I don't have to pull out like some, never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
Yeah. What's it called? Luis, where can they find you, bro?
They can find me on Instagram at Luigi on IG, and check out my portrait work at lagportraits.com.
Nice. Gabe, where can they find you, bro?
I made this impromptu card. I'm so impressed by everyone's work here. You can find me on Instagram at Gabriel.Tice.16 and on Twitter at Gabe underscore here Tice. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Yo, Gabe, are you sure you haven't seen a single episode since the day you've been here? Because Gio does.
I was watching all the card work that was going on.
Yo,
Gabe.
look at that shit.
He's trying to steal Gio's job, man.
My name.
Quit taking from the brothers.
This is for brothers.
This is for brothers.
I am so disappointed in my
Africans.
people today.
If you are not African, get off my feed.
All right, man.
You cannot bring your white wife.
They're quoting Dr. Umar Johnson.
I could tell quoting was going on.
Well, I mean, except for the first one, it was taken from the brothers. I think that was
stream.
That was his.
This is an Africans only stream. This is an African only stream.
All right, man. As always, you can find me. God damn it, Ayden. As always, you can find me at the Nerd Chicano on both Instagram and Twitter. RaulAMendoza.com for your photograph and video editing needs. Twitch.tv/TheNerdyChicano. And as always, guys, make sure you guys are staying safe. Make sure you guys are having a good time, watching some movies, watching some TV. Whatever you do, make sure that it's safe. Wash your ass, wash your face, wash your hands, wash your dick, brush your teeth. Everything you need to do to make sure that you stay clean. Because guess what? The white man is
Perfect line. That lives. Because guess what? The white man is scared.
It's contrary to popular belief, my friends. The pandemic is not over. Okay? It's not over.
It never even began. It's just a hoax.
We were good all episode. Until the end.
All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. I don't have my co-host to say what's it called, Young Yoda out. So I'll just say, fuck it.
This is for Africans.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Wow, 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 it's very nice.